Jeez. Yeah, I advertise. What's up, guys? Nah, I got these text messages from all these fucking people now. That's me. I'm learning a lot. I never really talked to. You know what's so funny is, I never really talked to feminist women before. Until now. Because I work with people that are like, they're very like into that stuff. And they always have these like things that they talk about. And they're.
Did you move?
And when I listen to them talk,
Don't get back up.
they'll say things. And when they say things, I try to make sense out of those things. And I can't make sense out of those things because, like, they never like to listen. They just screech, you know, talk. And they don't talk and talk. Like they have power. And it's funny because they don't. It's like, first thing we were talking about, we were talking about the whole gym thing. And I brought it up, you know, I brought the gym thing and that, and like, and then they brought up their own scenarios about what happened with them and that. Certain things that they sit there and look at, they're like, I had this old guy stare at me. I'm like, okay. Now they're talking about guys looking at women, and I'm like, okay. And then I brought up the gym thing, and like I go to the gym a lot. I see a lot. There's a lot of good looking women at the gym. That and the first thing they say, and they both were talking that. No, obviously they were just having a conversation with me. And that wasn't anything like rude. And they were just like, well, there's been so many girls doing that stuff and that, and like having guys stare at them and thinking been recording on stuff, and I'm like, them things are all fake. Like, them women, they personally do that on purpose. Like, just to test out guys and that. Yeah, humble guys probably won't look, they'll look and they'll look away. But number one, you shouldn't be recording people and that because that's fucking ignorant. I'm like, guys, look. I said that to both of them. Said, guys are gonna look. Like, well, yeah, guys, you know, no, like, guys shouldn't stare, yeah. But if a guy's looking, that means that he's attracted. Like, you're breaking the laws of attraction when you say you can't look. No offense. Fuck you, bitch. Like, who the fuck are you? You should be right in front of me, bending over, when you can use a wall to conceal your ass. One of the things that guys seem to like a lot about a woman is their fucking body, just no difference than a man. Now, if you saw a really hot fucking dude right in front of you, I bet you your ass is gonna fucking look. They don't say that you ain't, because you're fucking full of shit. You'll look, and you'll probably get aroused over it, and you'll sit there and fucking probably masturbate to you and all that shit. Get the fuck out of here. It's like you don't know the laws of engagement. Like, that's what I was thinking to myself. And I was like, man, look, I shouldn't stare. No, it's rude to stare. Fuck yeah, I look. I look at all the booties. Now, I don't stare at them, no, because they're all the fucking same. They get mad at that shit, too. It's like, you can never win. You can sit there and be like, oh, yeah, alright. Oh my god, I'm alright. You see the ass on me? Yeah, you alright, bitch. You fucking got your booty cheeks all split off and that. You wear those clothes for attention. That's it. If you say that you're not, I'm wearing them to work out. What the fuck do they do to make you work out better? They don't. It's attention seeking. If you say I look good in these pants, it is attention seeking. You're seeking attention with looking good. Use words that mean, yeah. Oh my god, they mean something? Yeah, they mean something, dumbass.
Get back up.
I don't wear certain clothes to look bad. I wear clothes to make me look better or make me look decent. It's a looking thing. They're so stupid. Like,
Stay dead, fucker.
do you not understand? That's how law of engagement works. Law of attraction. Whatever it is that, you know, implicates what you like. Duh. Like, you don't make sense when you could just sit there and just be truthful about it. Yes, I wear the spandex pants for my butt to hang out because I like when guys look at me. There you go. Oh my god, was it that hard? Did you finally figure it out? No, they don't say that. I wear those pants for me. You can't have your eyes looking at you 24/7, woman. Unless you're looking at a fucking mirror. But I bet you're a spot. So you look in the mirror to see yourself and see who's looking at you. I know that for a fact. I see it all the time. If a good-looking dude's looking at a girl and that, like, they glance at them because they're just in their fucking way, which happens a lot. These bitches walk in front of hot guys all the damn time that to get fucking attention. They say they don't. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. No one goes. How do you meet people? You meet people in public. How the fuck am I gonna know if you're attracted to me if you don't fucking look at me? You make no fucking sense. You gotta just make up shit that doesn't make sense. As I was listening to this bullshit, I was just sitting there like, okay. And all I said was, that's natural for guys to look at women. Wow. You get mad at natural shit, but you never talk about the hot guys that look at you, the ones that you actually try to get. You talk about the ugly fucking dudes. The creepy ones. You call them creepy for a reason because they're not attractive. Duh. Guys don't do that with women. If I have an ugly woman or a woman that's not as attractive as another one, which there's not many, but my identity of attraction is a lot different than women's are. Boys have a lot more different attraction ratio than girls do. Point taken. You got sex parts that guys like. But they're going to identify certain things that they're going to like about you. Duh. Just like you do with them. I have to sound like this because it's just like 101 kiddie shit. It's like teenage shit. You haven't figured it out. You're in your fucking 20s, 30s. You're still stupid with it. Well, I'll teach you, show you that you're stupid.
I just saw a shimmer. Something close. Jesus said, rent. Did you move?
Like,
Please.
fuck these invisible bitches.
Stay dead. Oh, Scheiße!
None of this sounds murdered. Surprising. You want a cookie?
I dig no grave for you. Did you move?
Like, it's the simplest of simple stuff, but people seem to, like, just get upset. Because they're like, I see recordings of OnlyFans girls bending over in front of dudes and mocking them, and then the woman gets kicked out of the gym because men get pissed off because they're just trying to lift fucking weights. And that woman's literally in a dude's fucking face with her ass. Yes, the hoes of society are demanding respect. How and why? You're a hoe. You have high body count. What happened to people being what? Honest. Being humble. Y'all walk around like sluts. Y'all get treated like sluts.
Move it, idiot.
This is how it works.
Ammo. All those things that help you not die.
So men ignore you, and only the ugly fucking simp men chase after you. Cause attractive men don't chase anymore.
10 seconds until you're
I see a lot of gorgeous women at the gym and that. Young, you know, ones that are like 18 to 20 something.
out of that.
And you see ones that are fucking like 25 to 30. And you can tell the difference. Definitely can tell the difference between how they act and that.
They did, Futzer.
And the difference is,
Did you?
well, women that are younger than that, they don't have fucking huge body counts or have trauma. Which potentially a lot of them fucking have trauma up the ass. And that's why they have issues. A lot of times just because they're not raised right. They're raised like fucking shit.
Most of the woman's area remains mostly secure.
And they are. They're raised like crap.
Somehow. Is this some
And they grow a huge amount of like mental fucking emotional issues because they can't grow past certain things. Any psychologist will always say the same thing.
Back up.
People live in a childlike state for a very long time
area remains secure?
because they always want to talk about their childhood. They always want to talk about things and that. And it's not even say they talk about it in general. It's they put a lot of, say, hatred on it. They despise it. They despise their childhood. How do I know? Because I used to do it myself. That's why I like researching it.
Fast. Or as fast as you can.
And research is giving me more like developmental knowledge or how you develop as a human being really fucking matters. On your childhood, trauma never leaves you, it builds you stronger. That's where trauma comes in a good way. It's a disciplinary thing.
Protect the area if you can.
Another one? Damn, there's so many of these damn things. But that's what it is. It's a disciplinary thing. And a lot of people don't even realize that. Well, they don't realize it.
Brent, did you move? Burns and mischief. Hurry! Octo flesh pound! Burner! A fix! Arschloch! Let's make sure.
None of this adds made it. Surprising. Want a cookie?
Dieser said, Brent! You like the mess I made?
But I would have to say, the only reason why a lot of people talk about their past, especially like traumas and that, like boyfriends and girlfriends and shit,
As long as helping you somehow.
because they can't get over the fact that they fell in love with that person. And when you complain about that, like I can't complain about any of my exes, because I actually don't even fucking remember half of them. Or any of the women that I like got really close to. Not. I remember a couple of them just because they weren't really bad people. I was immature. See? I called myself out on it. I was immature. No one ever tells the full fucking story. So I listen to people's story that they're like, oh, they do this bad stuff. That's like, what did you do? You can't just talk about one side of the story and not talk about the other side. Like, you can't do that. It just doesn't make any fucking damn sense. It truly doesn't make any sense at all. So, like, if I'm sitting there talking about something, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna talk about something. Okay. I want to tell both sides of the story. I can be slightly exaggerated a little bit. That's fine. A little bit of exaggeration's fine because you never want to tell every little detail because it doesn't matter. Like, for instance, every time I talk about my ex, I talk about the good things that happened with our relationship, which were great. And then I talk about the not so good things, just little things, but they're always little things. People aren't really that bad. They just do little stupid shit, you know? But I'd say, like, when I listen to other people talk about their relationships and that, and they bring up certain things, I'm just like, okay, so you bring up certain things, then I agree. I agree with you. There's certain things like people that like lack discipline and that, and then you want to sit there and be like, okay, so you're with the dude that's a child. What is attracting you to that person? As a woman, you can answer in many different ways. It's because he's hot, he's attractive, he's got money, and you can say that you're in love with him, which I could see people do that when they're younger. Yeah, fool's gold, foolish love. But see, when you're in love with someone, you don't look at them for anything other than the person itself. And sometimes how you're raised as a person, this is the kicker. If you don't know how to identify a good mate because you don't have anything to resemble a good mate, like a father if you're a woman, or a good mother, there you go. So when you look at all the psychological things behind dating, you date who you are. You find people based upon how you are, because you won't find them if you aren't them. This is the biggest fucking thing. And of course there's other things that behind it. Like nowadays there's fucking hookups. Yeah, if a guy's attractive, he's got big muscles and that, you're like, wow, I'm horny because he's hot. You don't care about the man's heart. Men don't walk around exercising to give you fucking attention. We get that no matter where we go. Men might actually work out because they actually enjoy the fucking hobby. It's not to get sexual attention. Most men that lift a lot of weights don't really fuck that much. You say that they do? Yeah, some guys do. The groupies, yeah. But like girls throw themselves and they don't stop. They keep on throwing themselves. They will stalk and they keep on stalking. And like they won't stop until they get that fucking dick. And they keep on going after it. They'll try everything in the book. And it's sad. It's sad to see such gorgeous women that don't know how to get men and they try and try and try. It's because you don't know. You don't have a guiding point. Like, I hear such negative things about just silly shit. And it's like, why are you so negative about stuff? You keep bringing up negative intentions on yourself. I never see anyone ever promote positive things about themselves. It's like, oh yeah, it's like I started the gym, the last couple weeks and that. I'm lifting and that, it's nice. And like, when you have something to seek, you will find. I love Jesus so much. When he says these words and that, what you seek is what you will find. That has so many meanings to it. But the basic meaning of it is how you think is who you are. If you think a certain way and your brain's pushing that narrative, you become that fucking narrative. So, like, for feminist women in that, or even for the manist men, When you push that fucking, like, women are so bad and that women are bad, you're just fucking stupid. Just like with feminist women. And you got the meninist man. They both fight after each other. So who's in between? 95% of the fucking people are. Because no one fucking cares. So I listen to this stuff. I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay, you know, I'm listening. I don't really talk. I say what I need to say, which is the honest truth. And they just keep on yakking about it. Like, they love it. They love it. They're like, oh, I see all these guys. And you ain't like those bitches. You ain't even the fuck. You're barely above average, if not average, or below average. These women that do these recordings are fucking extremely hot fucking bitches. You ain't one of them. So if you say you have to worry about it, like, because one dude fucking looks at you, oh my god! Like, get the fuck out of here. For real. I bet you if that dude was fucking hot, you'd think, like, God, he's so hot. He can do me any day. Exactly the point. I can't say that you're picky because you fucking like ugly dudes anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. You know, you need 2 days. Yeah. But no, I just listened to this shit. I was actually trying to get my fucking pre-workout going. Gotta move around, get the blood pumping, get the old. Ooh.
Ammunition.
Keep the area secure.
But the funny thing is, instead of just like asking questions about how men actually work, they never do. They just
I dig no grave
bark
for you.
bullshit.
Let's make sure. Don't get back up. Let's make sure. Burn it.
Yeah, they like bark fucking shit, and they don't make sense at the time. What are you doing? You ever listen to a woman talk? Like how women talk and that? I was like, I'm gonna listen to you, but you're not gonna make much sense. A lot of times, I fucking don't.
Please try here.
None of the Zeds made it.
Like,
Surprising. Want a cookie?
you're just pondering about stuff. Well, there's evidence out there, like evidence of, yeah, them girls are getting fucking destroyed by a lot of different men. Because when they look at it, when men look at those things, they're just like, he didn't do nothing wrong. He glanced at her. She's like, oh my god, he's looking at me. Yay. So you're purposely wanting attention online to bash people because you are broke as fuck. Because you have no money. And you lie about how much money you have because of all the dudes that you fuck to get money from. That's exactly where it comes from. They just want publicity. You ever maybe think that all that shit is literally fucking fake and lies, and you just believe the lie? TikTok brain is poisonous because like women own that shit, and the funny thing is that they're just making up shit. And I try to explain. I never see the thing is I never see women ever record themselves. Never fucking ever. If I look at a girl that she feels uncomfortable in that or whatever the fuck it is, she'll just move. Well, if your ass is in my fucking face, bitch, then maybe you should look at your modesty levels. Maybe you shouldn't come to the gym with literally your fucking butthole hanging out. A gym was meant for fucking men anyway, not for women. Women did Pilates and fucking yoga and shit. They didn't sit there and lift like fucking men do.
Try not to kill them all, my children. Leave some for me.
Like, women never fucking join the gym.
I'm a monster too.
If they did that shit, it's because they like to see, man, what the fuck is wrong with that? Where are all the hot men at?
Didn't see that, did you?
All the hot men are in fucking gyms or join sports groups and shit.
It's me.
There's no grave for you.
Cause you getting desperate. You don't know how to meet men in person. You don't know how to learn how to, well, fucking do anything. You just yell and scream. Trust me, I listen to these girls all the time talk on TikTok. And it's fucking hilarious. And, like, there shouldn't be no fucking epidemic of, like, finding women. Because they all scream and shout, Lily say, I'm here. I live here. The guys are like, okay. All the hot guys know where all the good-looking girls are at. Because they talk so much on TikTok. Like, yeah, you're everywhere. Oh my god, my phone charged. I'm not my phone, bye-bye. My, tablet. Yay. Well, no, it doesn't charge. And look how women act.
Keep his ass out of that area.
Like on animes and that. Women don't push guys away because of just attraction. They go by the base thing. You ever notice that you can get attracted to someone if you just sit there and just listen to them?
Get back up.
Like, you can get full on attraction to them. A man's words can,
Let's make sure.
you know, get a woman off, and vice versa too. Just listening to you, you don't even have to know how they look. Isn't that funny? So why is there such an attraction thing out there that people are like, oh yeah, dude, this tall and this and this and this. And you see girls date guys like that,
Jesus said, rent.
and like,
Let's make sure.
they can't find, they can't even find good men because they're just talking about the ugly ones. They get so fucking desperate. It becomes so funny.
They did. Let's make sure.
Yeah.
Did you move? Burn it!
Desperate women are the most hilarious women because, like, they'll have good looking dudes that like them. But they don't know how to approach them because they're so, like, unconfident with themselves.
This area remains mostly secure.
Even if they are good looking. I've seen very attractive looking women not even know how to approach other attractive looking men. Like, they're skinny, they got nice butts and that, they got their boobs all pushed up, they look good. But they won't never approach attractive men. Only the ugly simp boys. Like, I remember I was sitting there. And, like, there was this one black girl. I think she was a light-skinned black girl. She came in the gym and that. She was hot. She was a good-looking girl. She had big boobs and that. She looked really good, you know? And she had these simp men. Like, men. Like, this dude, like, I guess he was, I don't know, retarded or something. He had, like, a mental thing with him and that. And he comes up to her, because he doesn't fucking care about getting rejected, because she's fucking ugly and fat. He comes up to her, asks her for her number, and start flirting with her. I know she had eyeballs on me, because for some reason black girls like me a lot. I've been noticing that.
Here it comes anyways.
Wait. I dig no grave for you. Don't get back up. Blood, please try here. Did you move?
And like I'm just sitting there like,
Stay dead, Butzer.
and
Move.
I notice it. Like I have a glance at her because I always go by the eyes. If someone doesn't like me that, they won't fucking look at me a lot. They won't give me like that kind of like thing. Normally I just ignore it half the time because I just don't like it. So don't
Stay
eat.
dead, Butzer. Did you move? Dig no grave for you. Virus massacre. Oh, Scheiße! Let's make sure. Did you move?
The resupply
Bye bye.
pod is open.
Man, that gives me a shit ton of fucking money.
Nothing.
But what I'm trying to say is like women don't want to look at a man's perspective at all. They just want to yell and scream. I got proof of it. You got proof of certain men. They're fucking videos. Videos can be all. Go out into the real fucking world for once. Stop being on TikTok and thinking that's the real world because it's not. Them are fucking lies. And a lot of them are lies. They're made up. And you stupid motherfuckers believe that shit. You're like, oh my god, it has to be real. That's why you're dumb, because they can be full on lying to you. Because when you watch all those videos of all those dudes looking at those girls and that, they literally glance at them and they look away. And then say, he's staring at my butt. Yeah, I'm gonna look at your asshole because your asshole's hanging out. You bet your ass I'm looking at your butt, bitch. What the fuck do you mean? I don't care. Blast it all over TikTok. All the guys would be like, I would look too. You're not modest. Then stop sticking your ass in my fucking face. What do you mean I'm not modest? You need to be modest. Women's bodies are meant to be looked at. No shit. There's only two fucking genders. Kinda obvious. Yes, another woman can check you out. Would you like another woman checking you out, spanking your fucking ass in public? You probably wouldn't care as much, or you probably would care. I don't know. Everyone's fucked up nowadays. They don't even know if they're fucking gay or not. They don't even know if they're bi. They don't know anything. They're so confused. They'll think the sun's supposed to be cold. This is how fucking stupid people are. Like, you're just so dumb. Like, you go to school and you learn nothing. That's how fucking stupid it is. And now they're finally doing all this shit. They're taking all this diversity shit out. Diversity has changed the world of making people dumb as fuck. And they cry. And they cry. Oh my god, life's so bad for me. Let me get another tattoo. Let me smoke more weed. I hear these people stress out and they freak out and they have to smoke. I'm like, oh my god, over what? What happened? That person shouldn't be doing this. Who the fuck are you to say anything? You're retarded. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? I have to listen to this. And it's not I think the people are bad. It's just like it's stupid. It's just stupid. I was thinking about that one cartoon. Oh no, it's Dragon Ball Z Abridged. When Freezer was just like talking to Goku. He's like, you're just stupid. You're just stupid! Because Goku said something really fucking dumb. Freezer's just like, you're just stupid. Why are you so stupid? Like, like, how can you be so dumb? Like, it makes me laugh. It's like, and you look at them, they're like deer in the fucking headlights. They have no idea how stupid they are. And then when I find someone that's actually on like an intelligent level I'm on, we just look at it like they're fucking dumb. We're like, what the hell? Really? Oh my god, this person said this. He's trying to pick me up. No, he's not. You? If you give yourself a higher standard than fucking 3, maybe 4, that's stupid. You're stupid. What the fuck? Like, I can repeat this shit over and over again. Cause I got these things in my head that I never listen to so much just silly, stupid shit. It's just like, huh? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I have the knowledge to be like, maybe that's not true. Yeah, it is. Oh my god. They immediately want to objectify me. Objectify what? Like, you're not dating the most attractive dude, so they evidently think your standards are fucking in the toilet anyway. So, all these guys are, of course, gonna fucking look at you. Because you're dating a fucking slob. That's how it works. Actual knowledge behind that is so true. If a woman dates a really hot fucking dude, most guys are not gonna fucking look. Especially if the dude is humble and fucking jacked, he ain't gonna give a fuck. And neither would she. Because they actually like to be with each other. They don't care about what people look at. The only people that care about what people look at is because you don't like the person you're fucking with. You're not attracted to that person. Like, you're just with them because he's just a stepping stool for you to have your emotional outlets plugged in. Because you can't live life on your own. Oh my god, life's so terrible. I have to be alone? Yeah, being alone is great. Jesus says it the best. He says, when you're alone, your spirit shows itself. You look at all your regrets. You look at all your fucking traumas. And you fix yourself by dealing with the stresses. That's why when men are alone like myself, I like being alone. I don't want to be with someone. Not saying more or less likely I don't need to be with someone. I would want to be with someone because I'll take that back. I would not need someone. These women and men, they need people. They're so scared to do anything on their own. They demand that they have to be with someone. That's why they stalk. That's why they're desperate as fuck. They'll date a fucking tool shed if it keeps them surviving. They'll date anything that keeps them surviving. Because they don't know how to survive on their own because they don't know how to deal with stress. They literally think stress, this is the biggest problem that I've seen so far in life. Why the weed epidemic is so strong, why everyone smokes weed. They don't know how to deal with stress at all. Like, they literally do not. They rely on that. They're like, man, I'm high. Do you know why that does that to you? Does anyone ever research what the fuck that shit actually does for you? Like, actually look at both sides of the aisle. Not just say, weed's good for you because it makes you feel better. These people are fucking young. I'm 35. These motherfuckers are in their 20s. They're like, I'm in pain all the time. I'm always in pain. Oh my god. My toe hurts. Motherfucker, my toe's been hurt for the last 2 weeks because I fucking stubbed the motherfucker. I'm not fucking putting gels and all this shit. My back fucking always has a little bit of pain with it. My god, everyone's a fucking pussy. I get it. It hurts. Oh my god. You deal with it. Your body heals. You have no faith. You have no faith in yourself. More or less God. That's why it's important to have faith. Because it means that you know, eventually, how the world actually works. Not just what you see on fucking TikTok. Which is a fucking poisonous thing that should be fucking banned. TikTok should be banned, eliminated. There's so much garbage on there. There's good stuff too, but it's all about what you want to see. You give people too much freedom, they all become retarded. That's why there's so much fucking retards in this world. I'm not saying actual retards. People with actual mental things are born that way. Them people are fucking awesome. They're cool as fuck. They're just children. They just like to fucking have fun. It's the older, non-retarded actual people that are the retards. You're just stupid. Like, dumb. Like, where do you get your shit from? If you say TikTok, I banish you. You're banished. Don't ever say TikTok, because TikTok's fucking shite. Read a fucking book. Or have an audiobook talk about psychology, how men actually work, and how men actually are through thousands of fucking years of research. Yeah, let's just put years on this shit. How men work. How men attract women. You don't know? Then ask the fucking question. Don't just make up shit because your brain is retarded and you're stupid and you're just like, guys all they care about is looks. Yeah, when a guy walks in with a six pack and a 10-inch fucking cock, I'm sure you're swallowing that fucking dick, bitch. I'm sure you're swallowing the whole damn thing and the fucking balls. And you're tickling my booty hole with your tongue. I promise you, that's what they do. They lie about it, but of course they're gonna lie about it because they're ashamed. They're ashamed because they always lie about it. How many girls will a fucking dude they fucking work with, and then when they try to get close to that, they'll deny it. Because that's the number one thing that most people do that are fucking idiots. They deny and lie because they think they can get away with it. Because that's the thrill. I get away with it. No, you won't. I remember countless times I call women out for flirting with me when they have boyfriends. I'm like, you have a boyfriend. Why are you flirting with me? Well, we're not flirting. They instantly say this shit. They're like, I'm not flirting. I'm just talking to you. No, you are like emotionally attracting yourself to me. That's called flirting. The word flirting, that's what it is. You're emotionally trying to get me closer to you. You're telling me all this shit. It's a form of flirting. Women can't control flirting just like men can't. It's called communication with a woman. You'll never sit there and talk to the opposite sex. You're going to fucking flirt. They don't even know the meaning of these fucking words. They don't even know the action of these words. They just think I'm just talking. When you're blushing at me, bitch, that is a form of flirting. Blushing means I'm horny, please fuck me. That's literally what that means. That's what a blush is. It's a form of excitement. That happens a lot. That's just how it is. Now, it doesn't always mean sex, but more or less likely that's the indication of it. Your body reacts to things. Your brain's just stupid. You just don't know it. You're like literally research this shit. Any amount of older woman that like knows better will tell a younger woman you're stupid. And same thing with men. I tell younger men you're fucking stupid. Stop chasing these fucking women. Stop. I don't know what to do. I want to fall in love. You are so emotional, twat waffle. Man, don't carry emotions on their fucking sleeves. We don't. Women do. What that means is we don't express 24/7 how we fucking feel. Women do that. That's why women don't like emotionally fucking explosive men that always sit there and they talk about like their feelings, like how they've been treated in that. We just don't. We can bring up stuff like I do, but mine's a psychological background, and I like bringing up stuff because guess what? It makes me learn more. But way feelings work, it's how you think. So if you think the world fucking sucks, you're gonna implicate your feelings on everything. You're gonna think everyone's out to get you, and no one is. People don't care. Like when I hear people say, "Be safe out there." Like, be safe out there. What do you mean, be safe out there? Nothing's gonna happen. It never happens. Your brain is literally thinking shit happens. Well, I watch the news. The news, yes, the news, yeah. There's shootings all over the fucking place. Them are very, very small incidents. Yes, people get robbed. Okay, here, have money. Go fuck off already. That doesn't always happen. You know why negative things happen to negative people? Because you're fucking negative. Not once in my whole entire life, at all the places I worked at quite a few places, I've never had anyone ever rob us. I never had anyone ever harm anybody there. I never had anyone. Like, if I have a couple of Karens come in, people that are emotional, yeah, you're the ones that are the worst ones out of society, that. Shut the fuck up. You're just emotional. Stop yelling and screaming at people. But this is the worst thing. And I see this. I mean, I don't want to throw this down to anyone's, specifically, but I have to say, when I see it enough, it becomes concerning of how people are developed. And it's kind of sad because I see a problem and I have so many problem solving things to make that problem go away, basically, from all the research and studying experiences that I personally went through. And my God, it's the simplest shit. Like, why do people stare at me? That's literally one of the things I talk about. That I hear this. Like, why are you staring at me? I don't know, because I got eyes. Well, you should be looking at me. Well, then, fuck off already. Well, I shouldn't have to do anything, or whatever it might be. It's always having like a negative feedback. Like, I don't listen to anyone. When I hear people say I don't want to listen to you, that's the most ignorant thing ever. Because listening is the reason why you have the fucking problem in the first place. Because you're not fucking listening. If someone has a solution to your problem, you want to have problems so you can complain about it. That's what most people do. You want to have massive problems so you can bitch and moan about it. It's easier to complain about something when you have the problem to complain about. So you don't want to solve your life's problems because you're fucking boring and dull. You don't do nothing. Like, no one ever talks about, like, for instance, I'll be sitting there, I said a saying. I said, I lift a lot of weights in that, you know, I know that I'm strong. So I carry heavy weights. So I was sitting there doing the ice machine. That's how it started. I'm doing the ice machine that I felt these big old fucking like storage buckets or like containers. They're like, I think they're like 2.5 feet or two. I think they're like 2.5 feet by like a foot. So you say they're like, enough to fit like this in my hands. So I filled 3 of them with ice. I say each one of them probably weighs, I mean, maybe 15 to 20 pounds. I'd say about 20 pounds, give or take. Depending on how fill you fill it. Like, I fill them up all the way, as much as I can. I grabbed 3 of them. Well, the containers themselves probably maybe weigh like 3 pounds, maybe, give or take. Because they're pretty big, but they're plastic. So let's say 2 pounds. So I'm carrying all this ice and that. And like the first time I did it, they were all surprised. The girls that I work with and that. Like, oh, okay, I was showing strength. Women love power. They love seeing guys pick up big shit because they're all like, he could pick me up. Yeah, okay, whatever. So I picked that stuff up, and I'm carrying like it felt about 70, probably a little bit over 70 pounds. And then I see other guys, like, and one of the guys there, he's a smaller guy in that he can barely probably pick up maybe like 2 of them, maybe. And like, so I'm sitting there, I did all this stuff in that, and just for me picking up heavy fucking weight. Just for me picking up that stuff. Because they don't see, they never saw men ever do that shit, I guess. They were like all, like, I don't know if they were all excited about it because I did that stuff, or they were just excited about it because what they were talking about kind of just came up.
Let's make sure.
Because I heard the conversation. When they saw me doing that, like, they both were like excited about it, and then I heard like, oh, okay. I can't understand why. They were talking about it. And now they're telling me to do this stuff. They're telling me to do more stuff than that. And like it's funny. Because they're just sitting there like they're using me. They're abusing my strength and using me because they're lazy. And I find that really funny though. It's like, okay. Gave me an extra 30 something minutes at work and that, you know, I basically got my break fucking back. You know, because I went on break and that, so I basically made my break back up. That's cool. That's awesome. And so, like, I'm sitting there, like, thinking about this stuff, and I'm like, they're really fucking enjoying it.
I dig no grave for you. Stay dead.
Like, they don't even care, like, there's one girl that, like...
Let's make sure.
Like, she likes talking to me. And we talk. Like, okay, you know, we're just talking that, blah, blah, blah.
Let's make sure.
So, I'm just sitting there listening to the conversation, and then, like, they talk about their life, and then, blah, 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 you know, just simple shit that people always do.
Let's make sure. More slippery. Stay dead, Futson.
You know, so I listen to them and that, you know, a lot of the stuff's just the same shit that most about what they're like, and that their traumas, that their problems, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, I listen to them that, because, you know, it's fun. It's fun listening to people in that, because I don't fucking know these people, man. I try not to talk to them that much anyway, because, you know, they're not my style of people to talk to. They're not anywhere wanting to be friends with them, because they're not, not even close to being like me, so they just fucking hate me anyway. You know, so I started talking about myself a little bit. You know, I used to work at Hooters and that, you know. I was like, I can't work with a lot of women in that because, you know, some, like, it's certain kind of women that are just, like, they're just fucking liars. They lie so much and they make up shit. And, like, it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, are you serious? Even with working with some men like that, like, really stupid men. Like, if men aren't that intelligent, like, they're not dorky in that. They're just legitimately like jealous fucking men. I literally had a dude at Hooters and that. He had a hot ass fuck. He was a black guy, the skinny, like weak looking black dude. You know, that's how I identify him as. Very talkative, very loud, like trying to flirt with all the girls and shit. He had a super like really attractive looking fucking girlfriend. She was a good looking black girl. She had big boobies in that. She was fucking rather attractive. And I'm just looking at him like, why do you want to have other women? Like, you're flirting with a woman, you have a very attractive looking woman. And she was very modest. Because I talked to her before. And, like, he just sat there and, like, and I heard other people talk about that. Like, oh, yeah, he tries to act like he's a little gangster and shit. I'm like, dude's like 20s, like in his mid 20s. Like, you're in your fucking 20s. Why are you acting like a fucking gangster? What the fuck's that to do with it? And, like, so, one day, you know, after a while in that, we were okay up front in that. But one day after a while in that, I started hearing rumors about me. Not anything bad, just, you know, women would talk about me when I'm not there. And then when I come in, I always remember this is how I got the bumblebee. You know, because I have black and yellow little things. These are the things I wear when I go out in public. So people identify me as Bumblebee because I've been wearing it for the last like five or so years. Maybe not the last 5. I said the last. When the fuck did I work at Hooters now? I think it was like 2021 or whatever. So it's been about 4. Oh yeah, it's been about 4 years now. So everybody identifies me as Bumblebee. So people around the area, because I work in my area, and that when I put on my cap, they see me as, it's a targeting thing. They're like, they know who I am. So I put this on that they automatically identify me because it's something that most people don't wear. It's like a trademark. I wear it everywhere. I mean, a lot of times I wear that because it controls my hair. I like to have my hair long, so it controls it so it doesn't get in my face. And because my skin gets really, my scalp gets dry. So when I put conditioner in it, I keep my hair smashed up against my head a little bit, and I get a little bit of air in there. So it keeps my scalp from getting super dry. So I'm just like, okay, now it becomes a trademark. And one of the guys at Hooters and that asked me, he's like, he said it out. No, he's trying to figure out why the girls are so attracted to me. I'm like, I didn't really care. I work with a bunch of hot girls and that. Like, okay, like, so unfortunately, they started spreading rumors about me, and I didn't know what the fuck they were, But now I kind of get the hint of it because it's kind of like thrown out there that, you know, because I was trying to I guess I was trying to flirt with a couple of the girls in there and that, because but only some of them, like not all of them. Some of them I kind of mentor that I want to talk to them because they got massive daddy issues and that. And they were really nice and that, and then they would lie and say a bunch of shit and that, and be like, "Oh, you're this and that, this and that." I'm like, okay. In my mind, I have no intention on fucking anybody here. That's the problem. Like, I'm a very neutral person. I don't just be like, look at you and be like, boobies! I mean, yeah, boobies, yeah. They're fun to play with. Yeah, they are. But the whole point of it was that, the guy said, he blunt just asked me. And of course, we're all a bunch of men back there. We all talk about the bitches and shit. We call them bitches and that, or hoes, or whatever it is. It's a terminology that ghetto people use. We talk about the women there. And they're brutal. Like, man, I've been able to put my dick in her butt and all that shit. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm the one that disagrees with it all the damn time. And of course, it wasn't, of course, it was just the black guys I worked with in that because they were very, they were ghetto, They weren't super ghetto. They were cool ghetto, just a style of talk. And so I sat there and that, and I started figuring out certain things. And the guy was talking to me and he's like, "Why are these girls so?" Like, "Why are all these girls so attracted to you? Is it because of the hat?" Like, he was asking an honest question. I'm like, I don't fucking know. Go ask them. It's very simple. Go ask them. I don't fucking know. I really don't care. I'm here to work, bro. Like, I understand. Like, when I have a bad notion on me, like, one of the girls there literally, said some shit because she was, whatever, and she ended up fucking leaving eventually. And I'm just sitting there, not a lot of the girls like talking to me, which was weird because they talked to everybody else just fine. They don't really talk to me. They would be up and down. The only ones that would talk to me were the more confident women, and they were fun to talk to because they knew. They knew there wasn't anything wrong. I was like, oh, he's just an attractive dude, But they didn't know how to talk to attractive men. And so they'd be really weird with it. And I'm like, and I listen to their conversations and the prime example is, I called out one of the girls, and one of the more mature manager girls, and that we were talking that, and I said, "You're like a dime in a dozen. You're just so amazing." And she's like, "Yeah, I know," and we were laughing about it and that because she was older than that, and The thing is, she wasn't like the most attractive woman, like in the like face department and that. Like she was average in the face and that, but like it wasn't because of that. She had so much confidence in herself, and she was sexy. Like she had a nice body and that, But like, it was just the persona of her that made her super attractive. And the funny thing is, like another girl came by, and she snobbed her fucking nose at her at our conversation, and I saw it. She's like, no, it's like you're good looking too. Don't say that you're not. And she got us like, but she was like, because she had attraction towards me, and she didn't like try to pursue me. And I'm just like thinking about that, like, huh? And and like I'm just sitting there just talking now, like. It's like, but you're flirting around with her and that, not me. I'm like, well, darling, I don't know that you fucking like me because you're not showing many signs. There's fucking 15 women in this fucking place. And a lot of them might be attracted to me, so you're not the only fucking one. And a lot of times I'll just have just conversations with the more confident ones. They don't like talk to me like flirt with me. We joke flirt, just simple shit. And then so it be gone. And one of the other girls that was a single mom, whew, I learned about single moms really quick after this shit. She was sitting there. She liked me. She talked to me. She flirted with me a lot. And then she, push her boobs up and make me look at her boobs and shit. And like, she knows I like the way she looked and that. She was very pretty in that. But she couldn't get me because I was talking to her and that. I was like, it's like, girls always say, we always call you attractive. Oh, why don't you girls ever give us some love? How about you call us attractive? We're all men here. Call us attractive. I like being called attractive. There ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a good thing. We gotta be together on this. Have it'll come out here and be like, oh, you guys look so good working back there, which is not the truth. Probably most of us didn't. But the one that was a single mom, and she spurted out. The women, like, I don't know what it is. Like, they're so scared to like talk how they talk. They're so scared to speak how they think about who they're attracted to. Like, they're very heavy on like, I don't want to say it, especially if you worked with them. Like, I worked with these girls for like 4 or 5 months, and like you sprout up relationships no matter what. So I'm always thinking to myself, I'm like, why don't you guys just eventually just say something? I want my confidence boost. I mean, yeah, I see titties and ass all damn day. It gives me confidence. It gives me cortisone, or it lowers out my cortisone levels and that. It raises up my serotonin and shit, and makes my hormones go up because I'm seeing titties. But like, that's just a natural response. Eyes literally give you a hormone boost. Like when I think about a girl's fat rack right now that I saw before, it make me happy. It's just how it is. Women have so much power with the way they look. That's why men look at women. We don't look at women because we want to fuck them and that. I mean, sometimes we do, but most times we look at them because you look good. But women take that to very extreme sometimes. Like, you can't look at me. Close your eyes. Excuse me? No, no, no. How about you just stop? Men are gonna be men, and you're not changing it. Yeah, women that complain a bitch and moan and try to change things. You try that boss babe's not a boss babe. You're all miserable as fuck. I can tell that you're miserable because I call it out. I'm like, you're just miserable. Stop controlling things because you're not good at controlling things. Men are great at controlling things because we're not as emotional. That's the difference. We don't throw down feelings 24/7 because we don't need to. They always say you put a group of guys together in a survival thing that'll like survive, their instincts would kick in. They would all work together to survive. You put a bunch of women together in that, they would all die. Why? Only very few would actually survive because they would not know what to do. They would instantly, well, first off, they would get feared. They would go in crazy fear mode and they would literally just freak the fuck out. Like, oh my god, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. That's literally what would happen. Only a couple of the women will be like, dude, bitch, just shut the fuck up. Oh my god, don't tell me that. They would freak out. Because that fear triggers freak out. That's why most women freak out. They go into a fear panic mode. They panic. And so when you go into fear mode, which is, there's multiple of them that, but we'll just say fear mode. Panic. Of course, you got panic all up that. What happens is you literally go into your instinct mode. And instinct mode for most women is just yelling and fucking screaming at everything. They don't they don't think. They just constantly emote until they literally get exhausted. And then they have to fucking like, oh my god, I'm stressing out. About what? It's like calm yourself down and think. Emoting is different than thinking. When you think, you ponder about the situation and then you act on that. When you just emote and you're just fucking throwing out a bunch of fucking feelings that don't make fucking sense, you ever talk to a woman that doesn't make sense? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? My feelings are reading. No, they're not. You literally live in make-believe world. You live in make-believe world. What the fuck are you talking about? That doesn't happen in real life. You know that, right? It does. And you listen to them. You're like, one fucking time out of fucking thousands of times it happens. And you think it happens every time. That's why you're stupid. You're stupid. You're just stupid. You make no sense. That's where the problem comes from. You just make no sense. It's nothing bad. You just don't make sense. You need to think. Use your damn brain and think. It's easier that way.
You vile creatures! Fools!
I can't seize her.
Hey, right there! I'll make this quick. You think you're tough?
Got him in the butt.
You're not. You're a bug.
No, you pooped it out. Oh, no, you
Squash.
said. Right up in the ass. Asshole.
They did, Futzer. I dig no grave for
Because
you.
the biggest thing is that I would have to say, not everybody's the fucking same. So stop thinking that people are the same. That's the biggest fucking problem with most people, especially these feminist women. They think all these like men that they talk about, they literally talk about the guys they can't get. They're like, I'm hot, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that.
Found ammo.
And so when I look at all these TikTokers that, you know what I find is? I find these attractive women. They always have big, huge boobs too. And they sit there. They do this shit for attention. Now, they're not complaining about men. I got a couple girls in my head right now. They literally just sit there with their tits hanging out on TikTok. And they're doing this. They're shaking their fucking hands. Their boobs are jiggling all over the place and that. And they're all like, they talk about stupid shit, which is fine. Because they're, well, whatever. I'm not looking at your fucking face anyway. I'm looking at your boobs. That's the whole point of your narrative. You know, you're not trying to get me to give you attention about what you're talking about. You literally get your boobs in my fucking damn face, and you're all like, are you looking at me? Yeah, your tits are fucking huge. Yay, my boobs are big.
Don't get back up. So big.
Where the fuck you come from?
Let's make sure.
Ah, you dickhead. And like they sit there and they do that shit. I've seen it so many damn times and it's fucking hilarious.
They did, Futzer. There you are.
And it becomes really funny though.
Move. He's said, and don't get back up.
Because you know that they're doing it. And they're only doing it for views.
Stay dead.
They got Instagrams, they got all this stuff and that, and like you look at their Instagrams, it's literally just nothing but fucking titty pictures. And like, God knows they don't make a lot of their money, because they probably make just enough to pay their fucking bills.
Stay dead, Futzer.
Because simps, there's always going to be simps. There's always going to be guys that believe saying women aren't manipulative. That is the most manipulative tactic ever. Your body is a manipulation. That is your main goal. Flop out your tits and ass and manipulate men until you fucking get the man that you want. And when man become resistant to that shit, you don't know what to do. Which is true.
Let's make sure.
The first instinct of most women is to show off. They're like, guys do it too. Guys do it too, but we don't do it at the extent of what you think that we do it for. We don't. Stop thinking that women that actually know men, they don't think the same way as women that assume they know men.
Get some gear, ammo, all those things that help you.
There's a lot of women out there that believe they know men, and they fucking don't know a thing about a damn man. And all men that are strong enough and smart enough, they know better. They're like, yeah.
Found ammo.
We're both easy on the eyes. The only time you ever have to fucking think is when they're not easy on the eyes. If you date an ugly ass dude and they're not easy on the eyes, that just shows how confident you are. If your confidence is fucking low as dog shit, and you're just sitting there trying to be like, oh my god, you know, I can't find you, man.
I've got more that's just waiting.
Hurry! Blood, fleet dry here. Don't get back up. Have you?
You and the stragglers. I'll make sure the next round is a challenge.
Get back up. My eyes.
They can't find yourself a man.
Not that it will matter.
It's because you don't know where to look, and because the confidence level is dead. You don't know how to attract. Eyes will always tell you how attractive someone is. I don't care how stable a man is like myself, because I'm an older man. I understand how women work very, very well. I still am going to look at a girl that's fucking good looking. I'm still going to look at them. I'm still going to want to pursue them with my eyes. And I'll smile at them, or I'll smirk at them, or I'll wave at them, or I'll do something to get attention when I feel like it. The biggest reason why I have to say that women are always super desperate, because they want to survive easier. No shit, that's the whole point. You do the boss babe thing, you do all this shit and that, and then you say, I'm fucking lonely now. You want to take care of me now? I'm in my fucking 30s and that. I'm still hot. Prime example. There's this one girl I talked to. She's a good looking girl in that. You know, she's a year older than me in that. Me and her talking that. We were up at, I met her up at my other job. She used to come in a lot. She came in a lot. She bragged about her business and that. And honestly, I think her business wasn't doing that good. I think she was making good money in that, but like I don't think it was like as good as she thinks that it was. She was always coming up to Zips, and she would come up to Zips. She would spend like 30-40 minutes at Zips sometimes 20. It really depends, you know. And she would bring up multiple fucking cars, and she would sit there and wash her car off and then like, you know, like wanting attention. Oh, okay, I'll give you attention. You're cute. You got a nice little ass on you and that. You're very boutique and nice looking that. Nice little perky boobies and that. Okay, let's do this shit. So I got out there, I talked to her and that, you know, and eventually we got to know each other. And every time she'd come by and that, she would always flirt with me. And I asked her, like, you flirting with me? She's like, and she knows it. And she wouldn't say it, but it was very obvious she did. She would like smile at me and then drive off. Because she would come into the area where you had to like have people pay. And so I would always throw out fucking one-liners. I'm like, yeah, I know you like me, girl. It's okay. That's okay. I won't tell anyone. And she'd smirk at me and smile and blush, and then she would drive through. It works. Women can't resist it. They can't resist good-looking men. They can't. Like, they'll ponder about them. They'll think about them and that. They're like, I wonder if I could have sex with them. I don't know why. I know men do it too, but the thing is, there's so many attractive women compared to men. And, like, you start to see it. And, like, it's funny. Because when men have that confidence in that, I throw that shit around like hotcakes. I know I'm attractive. And I always throw it around. I'm always saying, yeah, everywhere I work at, I get women attracted to me now. And I start getting women attracted to me. They don't say no. And it's funny because they can't say no. Because they are. And the only time they ever say no is because they're actually in a relationship that they like. That's the reason why they say no. It's like, you're a good looking guy in that, but I have a boyfriend now. And then I have honor to be like, yeah, I'm not like personally, I don't do nothing. I'm not a sex fiend. Like some guys, if some guys have high attraction, that they'll try to have sex with everything they can to demand dominance. I can't, and I don't want to, and I don't really like it. But talking about this stuff creates a lot of notion for people to have confidence in themselves. So like I tell like skinny people that, like skinny men, I say if you bulk up and just lift weights, just eat your body mass and protein, or just eat protein. That try to keep up with eating so much. I do body mass and protein, and just work out and just build muscle. You'd be very surprised how more attractive looking you get when you get 10 to 15 pounds more muscle on you and you get jacked. Women will literally want to suck your fucking dick. They always do. And not saying like all the women are like this, but it comes into their mind. Some act on it, some don't. You'd be very surprised. Like I'm noticing that now. If I ever met anyone that knew me from like last year, just to say, and they look at me now, they'd be like, wow, you're fucking bigger. You look jacked. You look, because I hear it at the gym when the boys around me always say, there's a couple guys I talk to, and it's like, wow, your arms are getting bigger, man. It's like, you're getting bigger. And some people be like, how is that happening? I said, well, I work out my whole entire body, and I work out till I get a burn. And then when I get enough burns and my body gets pumped up, then I know I'm done. So I go home. Most times I try to stay there a little bit longer to push more cardio out of my body. And then I go home. And then I drink, immediately go home. I drink 2 scoops of protein shake immediately. And then with that 2 scoops of protein shake, I take a shower. And then I eat again. I eat another, 30, probably like 38 to 50 grams more protein. So I literally get almost 100 grams of protein in just coming home. My body absorbs all the aminos, and then I move on. If the routine works, don't stop. If you have to rest more, just take a whole fucking day off. Like today, I have to work out because I'm off today. So I'm probably going to be streaming, probably for a while on that. So I'm not really tired at all because I went to bed. No, I went to bed like, I think it was like 2:30. I passed the fuck out. Maybe 3. I only slept for 6 hours. I'm getting ready to go to the gym probably the next like 3 or 4 hours, depending. I'm probably gonna go around like 3 or 4. Normally I like to go when people get off work and that, because some of the guys like to see up there and that, because I see a lot of the dudes up there and that. They normally come up there around by like 6 or 7. And there's a lot of the pretty girls that come in. And I like seeing the same people because it shows what the fuck is that? Fuck, I can't even speak the fucking word. Fuck, my brain just farted. I'm having a seizure. Gone retarded. Gone retarded. Adele. developmental. There it is. Development. A development. Got a developmental type of like response to people you see all the time in that. Because then they'll look at you and be like, "Oh, you changed. You changed. You're bigger now. You're stronger now." Da, da, da. And that's the kind of thing that you like. It's not because it's just like, oh, you know, people just.
There's a whole division. Scheiße! Don't get back up.
I would say people just like seeing that shit. Oh my god, this is so cool. Excuse you guys. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Did you move?
I only killed half of them.
Watch your
Get out of
step.
my yard,
Oh,
motherfucker.
slippery. Lisa said, "Hunt." Stay dead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If I thought there was anything but none of this adds merit.
Yeah,
Surprising.
fireworks so good.
Cookie.
Did you move?
Because it fucking like ricochets off them and spreads. Fuck that. Because then I don't know, there could be a woman that I'm really have the hots for in that, and she could find me attractive, and then finally get the confidence because she sees me a lot to be able to talk to me, be able to come up to me and be able to ask, hey, you work out a lot, do you mind working out with me? Work out together. And I notice you're getting bigger, and that I'm just curious how you do it. That would be a common question that you can ask a man like me, and I'd be like, oh well. And let's wait until my muscles burn, and I do a lot of volume. Volume. Do it down. Do it, go down. Commando. Go down. Do it now. I love Commando. Such a good movie. And not only that's what it is.
Didn't want you to get bored, so I made something
Cause
for you.
other bigger guys, they're like the bigger guys in the gym, like the biggest guys in the gym. That they're starting to notice me because I see them all the time.
After flesh pound.
Really?
See it. Let's make sure.
Fuck.
Lisa said, "Hunt." Stay dead. Scheiße! Awesome.
No.
Flesh pound. So big.
Why is there so many fucking flesh pounds and shit? Fuck off.
Don't get back up.
Keep on firing! Fuck off, you bitch.
Oh, Scheiße! Let's make sure.
Oh my god, there's so many flesh pounds.
Which
Fuck you,
Straße?
bitch. Fuck off, dude.
Did you move?
This is over there. Come on! Put the bullets in! Do it now! Jeez.
Let's make sure. Please try here. Don't
If it was any other gun in that, I would have so many problems with it.
be no good for you. Did you move?
I punched him so hard he turned into mist.
Stay
It's like,
dead, Watson.
what's his name?
Yeah. Did you move?
Fucker. Come on, stay, bitch.
Scheiße! Don't get back up.
Okay, bro, you do not have that much fucking health. Get the fuck out of here.
Said
That-
8 strikes. Did you?
Big gun made
This gun is outrageously fucking powerful.
actually save you.
Fuck up, bro. You're a piece
Back
of
up.
shit. Damn.
More squid where that came from.
That was like, what, three or four, I think it was 3 big flesh pounds and like 4 or 5 quarters and then 4 fucking strikes. Yeah, when the waves get up, man, this shit gets fucking
You're going to
ridiculously
keep your
stupid.
armor like that? Really? Not closing soon.
I think the highest wave I ever got to in this game was 86. Some people say they got to 255, which would take you fucking like 20 hours to get to. Because the waves get so fucking big. They get up to like 150 fucking people in that.
Wave 20.
They get so big. Because after 30, the bosses get a little bit harder. You get like tricks to them.
There you are, Fleshbound. Caesar said, rent. Let's make
Where you at,
sure.
big boy? I'll tickle your fancy.
Stay dead, Futzer.
Oh, he's chasing me now. Yeah, he's coming.
Back to hell. Don't get back up. Did you know Fleshbound?
You don't like me at all.
You test me.
Yeah. Fuck you, man. Eat my ass, motherfucker. Eat it.
Before I give you up.
Yeah. Ass eaten completed.
Back up.
That's much better. Duke Nukem. Suppose they're coming out with the new Duke Nukem show.
You know holes in your armor are bad, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't made Duke Nukem in a while. I love Duke Nukem. I'm probably gonna play it on the N64 version. I mean, I have it. Uh oh. Ugh. Think I need a fart. Hold on. Ah. Yeah, the pre-workout's going through me. I gained weight. Sounds like a bad thing, right? I'm not getting fatter. Like, my fat's still the same as it always been. I always check my fat out when I gain weight. I think I just build mostly because I went on like a binge. I've been eating more fruit, like bananas and pineapple and that, and like I feel bigger now. I know like fruits, a lot of fruits have amino acids in them, but like I literally legitimately feel fucking bigger, and it's really weird. And I like it though because like I'm going through the cycle of understanding how to build muscle. And like I'm starting to see a difference in that. I'm at 217. I haven't been close to 220 in a while. I used to get to it, but then I start dying down. My diet and my cardio has been kind of consistent. I normally stay around about like 213, something like that. I want to stay at a little bit of a higher body fat percentage now because I don't like being super low. Like if my body gets into that position of getting low, where I get down to like 15%, 12% body fat, then it's nice. But like I like to keep at least around like 25. You know, people say, well, 25 is obese, and that's like, have a little bit of pudge on you. It's not a bad thing. It's just a survival thing. And the reason why, like I said, I do a lot of cardio on that because I'm always walking everywhere. That's kind of the reason why. Like, well, wouldn't you want to get toner in that and be like, well, I'm not massively overweight. Like, when people look at body fat, like if you're over a certain percentage of body fat, you slug yourself down. You do. But like, I don't have back problems because I have so much muscle now. Like my muscles are getting bigger now. My back problems are not really there anymore. I used to have like lower back problems and that, which I have a little bit of like my issue with my trapezies and that because I fucked them up. When I was doing front and shoulder presses and that. When I lift the weight up in front of me and that. I still do it now, but like I try to do it with lighter weight and try to just get the muscle to use itself so I can be able to stretch it out. That's my problem because that's how I hemorrhage my body to begin with. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. And that's what it is. Like my shoulders tilt forward. I'm trying to tilt back. So I do a lot of back. I do a lot of like rhomboids. I hit my back very, very hard now. And my back's getting really thick. I don't hit it with heavy weight. This is the biggest problem with most people in that I've been sticking with the same fucking weights for the last least the last 3 months. I haven't changed much. And like, I look at my physique, like week after week. Like if I have a really good workout, and here's a good workout. If I get a pump and my muscles are sore, I know I'm gonna grow. That's why I eat a lot of protein. Like during my rest days and that, I keep up with the protein too. But I try not to consume so much all at once. Like most of the times I consume it, throughout the day. And sometimes I have to have a cheat meal because I'll be so exhausted. I go by how my body feels. So if I feel exhausted and like I'm in pain, like muscle pain, I eat a lot of fucking food. I'll consume as many calories as I can because I know I have to grow. Now, it's not like a shit ton of calories. It's very nutritious calories. Like I say, eat more fruit now. So I've been dieting with fruit more. Eat bananas, pineapples, watermelon and that, like slices and that, because you get everything can be cut up for you nowadays because we're spoiling Americans. We don't have to do anything for ourselves anymore. So like today now I'm gonna cut up some apples. I'm gonna eat me some apples. I probably eat like 2 of them. Apples are fucking delicious and they're great for you. And like that's what's gonna happen. And it's gonna feel great. I'm like, oh damn, I'm gonna feel fucking good. And so we're gonna go, I'm gonna go through tonight. I'm like, okay, let's see what happens to that. And it's changed a lot. Number one, my digestive has gotten a lot fucking better. That is the biggest thing that most people have is digestive issues. They like poop fucking irregular. I know it's gross to talk about, but this is actual science behind this shit. The healthier you are, normally, consistently, you're gonna have normal poop. And people will talk about, oh, poop's gross. So when you take a dump and you look at your dump and you have a hard time pooping, you have constipation in that. That's because your bio in your gut is very low, which means you don't have the bacteria that digests the food. And because you're eating so much shit, your body doesn't actually get all of it out of you. That's why I don't eat in the morning time like I'm doing now. That's why I have a pre-workout. It boosts my metabolism up. It may hurt my stomach a little bit, a little irritation and that. But then what happens is my body wakes up, I get really fucking hydrated, and then it starts to work. That's why, like, I'm moving around. I'm trying to get the blood working out. I'm trying to get myself working out. And aggressively talking helps too. Because then my body wakes up, my stomach wakes up more, my organs are, more active because I'm moving around, that blood starts pumping and shit. And I start to digest the food from when I ate last night. And then when that food digests and that, it gets to the point where I have to take a dump because I can feel it coming. That's when I know my day starts. Because I'm still in a fasting moment. I have a little bit of amino acids in me from the pre-workout and that, because you get L-citrulline, whatever the fuck it's called. It's amino acid. And I act it as calories for a little bit in that, but most times it doesn't really do much. So I get my body active. And also I'm like, oh, I'm active now, Body starts to get better and that, start to heal and that. Because gut problems are huge. I see so many people are just like, man, it's like, oh, maybe my gut hurts and my stomach hurts and that. It's because you're eating so much processed food. Like, too much of anything is bad for you. Like if people say like, oh, taking too much vitamin B, you can never take too much vitamin B in that. You can get too much vitamin B in you. Your body circulates out, but it all depends on circulates out. Your body, like, what the fuck is that word called? It siphons it out. But you're still going to, you know, have problems if you eat too much of it, because your body reacts and adapts to everything that you fucking eat. Like everything that you eat. And I get it, people don't like talking about this stuff because they're like, oh my god, my feelings and stuff. But like when you throw in so much crap in your system, you literally are slowly fucking killing yourself. And people have such fucking awkward ways of taking that shit. Instead of being like, okay, well, what can I do to make it better than that? They like don't want to live, and this is the biggest fucking thing. I would say I do see a lot of. It's fucking so stupid. People that don't have the will to fucking live because they're so fucking lost. Like, why do I have to live? Like, why do you want to die then? Well, I don't want to die, then shut the fuck up and live, dumbass. Why, you're fucking stupid. No, you shouldn't say I don't have the will to live. You should say I don't know how to live because I'm a fucking idiot. Like, have fun, enjoy your life. Life is not that difficult. People make life so difficult. Like, why are you talking like that? Because life is so bad in that. How and why? I would like to know where your like explanation of bad life is. Because your life's not bad because you have a fucking job, you work, you have friends and that. What's so bad about your life? What's the other people in that? Why do you care about what other people do? Like, why do you give a fuck? Well, you're trying to change something that you have no power to change. That's what it is. If that's what gives you purpose, then you need to rethink your life a little bit and just say, hey, you know, I'm gonna worry about myself, worry about my friends around me, and that. I'm not gonna worry about the world. That's the one thing bad about social media. Social media spreads the news and worry about everybody else's shit. That's cool. You can talk about it, awesome, but don't concern it enough to where it changes how you think about yourself. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I can't believe people do that stuff. I don't give a fuck what people do. It's fun to talk about. Yeah, you're an idiot. Fuck off. But like, who gives a fuck? That's how I changed. Eh, Man, that bitch is dancing. Shake that booty. Oh damn, lost the leg, huh? Whoops. Copy, bitch. Get off the motherfucker. Kabow. I can't wait till the third one comes out. People are really looking forward to the third Killing Floor. The publicity is getting bigger and bigger, and I agree with it because Killing Floor is actually really fucking big. Pow, right in the coast. Oh man, you fucking jeez. Please, Lord, release this demon. Ah, y'all blow my butt out. That's nasty. You know what's nasty? Listen to you fucking talk. You're crazy, bitch. You're crazy. Why you so stupid? Oh my god, dum dums. I was listening to this one trope. There was this older mother-in-law with her daughter and that, and like her daughter's husband was over at the house and that, and so the daughter asked the man, or the wife asked her husband, "Can you sweep the floor in that?" And the mother-in-law said, "No, no, no, no. You go sit on the couch and relax. You had a long day at work. No, you can do it." But she's like, "But mom, it's like, no, 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 no. He works all day, baby. You don't do shit. So you can sweep the fucking floor after you're done doing the dishes." Of course, that wasn't exactly what she said, but it was basically the same thing. Because they were like, Mexican or something like that. They had different like things. She's like, "No, no, 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 no. You go sit on couch and relax.
Here they come again.
You bitch, you do this, do it." And you want to say it's like, why do people like have that kind of notion in that about that? Why don't women just sit there and say, "Well, I work all day too. Your job, you don't do shit." I'm gonna blow myself up. A man's job, period, is gonna be, harder in general. But guess what? Men have to deal with a lot more shit in general. We're demand to do shit. Like, I'm demand to pick up heavy shit because I'm strong. And the funny thing is, they rely on that strength. Because without that strength, they can't do it. Motherfucker.
Let's make sure.
I sneeze on you, yeah? Bow. Reload. Reload. I got lots of bullets. A good to shoot for. Bang bang.
Will a weakling like you survive?
Pacha!
Don't get back up.
Because even like my mom complains about stuff that's just like weird. Obviously, I'm like, why do you complain about stuff like that? It's like, I work in that, too. I'm like, I understand that. It's like, I come home and clean all that stuff and that. Yeah, your point. I understand that. But you ever know that men have to, like, sit there, like, I lift weights to get stronger at to protect people because strength matters a lot in this fucking world? You know?
Let's make sure.
Because, like, this one guy brought it up, and that was really funny. That men always protect women. When women stop thinking that men protect women, they think they do it all on their own. Well, first off, you're fucking lying, because everything is made by men to protect women. The only reason why men are getting soft during that, because they're trying to be fucking players, so they're not doing the things that need to be done.
I'm not impressed. I'm disgusted.
And, like, women get offended by that. That's why guys wear the earrings, they get really skinny and that, they look like a bunch of fucking faggots. And you like that shit because it makes you like, oh my god, you're so cute now, you got earrings on you now, what, you fucking 5? It's that all generation of women, obviously not. The older generation of women definitely look at guys like different than that. They look rough and tough, they have beards and shit, and they got big muscles and that. They look like they can take charge. It's the newer generation of women, though, like, the guy has to look feminine. What the fuck? And I listened to this shit. I talked to a young girl and that was like, I used to work with her up at Zips and that. She tried to explain it to me. I was like, why don't you like masculine men? It's like, no, I like feminine men because I can control them. I'm like, why do you want to control a man? Oh, you're raised by a single mom. That's why. You have no idea what a man actually is because you don't know. You're only raised by your mother. And when mothers raise their daughters, they raise their daughters like fucking men. And they raise their fucking sons like princesses. Yeah, they do the opposite. Bow. 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 See, that's what it is. Now, if it was a man that raised their child on that, they would do the opposite. They raise their women like princesses, and they raise their men to be tough. You see why the man really matters? A man can raise their children just fine. A woman can't. Why? Because a woman has to be masculine to take that trait. They have to be masculine. So they treat their women, live on your own, you don't need no man. And then later on in life, they always need men. They're like, Mom, I have a boyfriend that you don't need, and you got your own job. And that woman becomes miserable like the Grinch. They start like growling and shit, turning the fucking goblins and that. Like, ah, you don't need no man. But Mom, you have a man over every night. Ah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you still like that dick though. You single mothers love the dick. Oh God, they do. They love it way more than the average woman. They're dick hungry. I know, because you talk to a couple of them that, man, my God, they dig horny. Like, oh my God, dick. They don't know what to do. They're like, constantly want it. Like, I need it. They're like twitching and shit. They're like, it's a fucking crack. Yeah, you have fucking, you're a crackhead. You got dick fever. Like, why do you like it so much? Dick fever. And then when you call them crazy now, they get upset. I think you bet you crazy. I bet you fucking crazy. You don't know. Life's like a box of chocolates. Tom Hanks is a horrible person, that, but yeah, at least he makes sense out of it. Wow, ran the coast. Come here, big boy. Wow, wow, wow. You done? Okay. But yeah, that's how it is. Like, trust me, I talk to these older women that boss babes and that. My God, they are the biggest, horniest fucking bitches in the world. They are literally absolutely ridiculously horny. Because you don't have kids, they have very little responsibility in that. So what do? You want to have sex. Okay. You know what humbles a woman? Having a child. They don't want to have sex as much. They want to be intimate. Yeah, they do. But the only reason why is because their minds are so focused on raising children. So they don't think like a teenage person does. But women that don't have kids now, or if they do have kids in that, but they don't like have the responsibility really 100% because their parents are raising their children, that's the problem is. That's the problem right there. So there's this one girl I talked to, and I used to talk to her looking at. She's very attractive looking Mexican girl. She's a single mom with tattoos and instantly already know that she has trauma. Because she talked about her stuff, and I called her out on her bullshit a little bit. Like, you ever think maybe you're just crazy? Like, not in a bad sense that you just don't know. Like, and she really got emotional with me, and she got upset with me. I said, why are you, like, you're demanding your man to constantly text you good morning every time you wake up and that. That's some fancy ass shit. Like, does your brain work? I mean, I didn't say that like that, but I was basically instigating. I'm like, where's your attention span so fucking small that you literally have to have your man text you every fucking morning? Good morning, baby. I love you, miss you. Men, real men do not do that. Real men, first thing they do, they wake up and they go to fucking work. They exercise, they do what they do, they go to fucking work. I don't have time. Like, personally, I'll go personally. I don't have time to be like, hey, baby, oh my God, I miss you. You know why? Because you bitches fucking hate that shit. So stop instigating that you like it, because you fucking don't. You're attention seeking because you're emotional. Emotional, you're dramatized, you're attention seeking. You like attention. How many girls look in the fucking mirror and check out their whole entire body before they go to work? Men don't do that. Men do not do that. See? That's exactly what men do. I fart. I make fucking stupid jokes. I talk about tits and ass all day. Yeah, that's what men do. I talk about video games. I talk about lifting weights. I don't look at the mirror for fucking 5 hours and being like, is my butt look good? I don't give a fuck. I check myself out in the mirror. I got a mirror next to me. I check myself out. I look at my physique a little bit. Oh, I'm getting bigger now. It's nice. Yeah, I want to be presentable. Yeah, of course. But my God, it's not 24/7 thinking. I like this. Is you crazy. Yes, I want to be presentable because it's just how it is. Women women do it too. Of course they do. But they don't do it they do it way too much. The extent is high as fuck. Like, here's what we do. Okay. Let's look at it like this. Hey, the light on. I look in the mirror. I look at my physique. Okay, shoulders are bulky. My chest is getting stuck out in that. I got bulky shoulders now. My back's getting thicker. And then I walk away. I admire the way I look. Yes. But I'm not going to ask the question. I'm not going to call my friend that like, yo, bro, do my shoulders look big? And take a picture of myself. And then my bro's just like, yeah, bro, you look really thick. You're going to have a great pump today at work. At working out, bro. Like, yeah, man. I can't wait to see you and your bulkiness too, man. Sounds gay as fuck, right? Nah. It's called bromancing. We bromance. Guys don't really like when guys get to a certain peak of like attraction, we don't look at other guys get jealous. Women do. Oh my god, you get a small booby girl next to a big booby girl, they fucking freak the fuck out. The women in the small boobs are like, that's why you get a lot of dudes in that. Like, bitch, your body count's high as fuck. Well, that's why you get the guys you get. They don't even care. They don't look at themselves like, yeah, my body count's high, I'm a fucking hoe. I can get guys. I fucked the same Chad dude for the last 3 years. We have a situationship. And the Chad guy's like, no, bitch, you're just bent over and fucked. There's no situationship because that doesn't exist. There's no relationship. Situationship is literally not it's a relationship. No, you are called a fuck girl. You get fucked by hot dudes and that. Guys bust nuts all over your pretty face. And they're all like, see you later, baby. You sit in the bed all demoralized. Your ass is hurting. Your back's fucking cramped up. You're like, oh my god, thank you, baby. You did me good last night. and then you fall asleep. The big hole in your ass, and you're wondering why. Where's all the good men at? Well, that guy just left. That's all men want. No, that's all you give, honey. See the words I say? That's all you give. If you ain't giving, like, actual life vibes, no man's gonna want to fucking be with you. They're gonna use you for what you use them for. Sex. Duh. How I know that? Because that's literally how my ex was. As soon as her man broke up with her, I was fucking there. I was sitting in her damn futon. He knew. He knew that she was cheating on him. And I told her that, like, he knows something's going on. She's like, well, how is that? Because you literally say I have a friend come over to my place, and I'm a guy. Every guy knows that. Every guy knows that. Like, do women think men are stupid? That's what happened with me. That's what happened with me. Except for I guilt tripped her ass and she broke up with me because she had a new man. She's like, well, my friend came over and that. The guy used to fuck? And I told her that up front, like, the guy used to fuck? Well, yeah, but we're not having sex now. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. You're so stupid. Like, how can you lie to someone? And it's like, just leave me then. I'm like, I'm happy that you broke up with me. Because I knew you were fucking lying. Because you weren't giving me all the attention and affection. You were giving another dude attention. That's why you separated from me. No shit, bitch. We already know. Especially older men like me. You're fucking retarded. They try to hide it, but it's right in front of you. It's like, yeah, okay. Just like when a woman doesn't talk about their boyfriend that much, they're single in their head. If a woman talks about their boyfriend, say, oh yeah, my boyfriend, he's doing good in that, he's working that, he's making money in that. They're proud of their boyfriend, then you know that they're still dating. But as soon as a woman stops talking about their man, and they start talking about other men, you ain't dating him. You ain't even thinking about the motherfucker. That's the problem right there. That's how men know. That's just how it works. Attention means a lot. So, like, I gave my ex full on attention. I never give a fuck about any other girl in that. I didn't care. I told her flat out, I was like being with you. I want to be with you. I want to confirm our relationship. But when there's demands are never met, and like some of these women literally do not want to be with a guy unless they have everything that they want, you can give them everything because they're mentally fucked up. Yeah, they're fucked up bitches out there. They're crazy. That's what we call them, psychopaths. And they'll literally sit there and they'll do all this stuff from that. She threw her ass on me faster than anything I've ever seen a woman do. Which, I can't say that it's not much, because some girls, the first time I meet them, they try to have sex with me, but that's not the point. And it came to a conclusion that you were just doing, you didn't want to reflect on your life, how bad it is, because you can't do it alone, and you're scared. You're so afraid. That's why men call it monkey branching. You literally are going from one guy after another guy and that, because you don't want to deal with your traumas alone. So you think you're okay to be with someone. You think you're mostly secure with that. Jesus. Lord Jesus says it best. Lord Jesus says it best. He says, to deal with your traumas, you have to be alone. That's why when you pray alone, which is what I did personally to get over my traumas, I prayed. Jesus healed my traumas. He said, you are not alone. I am here for you, son. I am here for you. And I brought myself to cure my traumas. They don't matter anymore. Why? Because I understand why I had them. To grow stronger. See, that's the biggest thing with traumas now. People use traumas as a victimization thing and they never grow. They literally, what they do, I see this a lot. They do a bunch of fucking drugs, they drink, and they watch, like all these things and that to try to not think about their traumas to get over them. But they talk about them and they victimize themselves with them. So they at least talk about it a little bit, but they're not talking about a way of getting over it. So then people like me that got over their traumas try to explain it to people that don't get over their traumas. Should I say? And like, this is the problem is, I've been broken up with my ex for maybe like 3 months now. I talk about her, but you ever notice I don't talk about her? I'm like, oh my God, she's so bad, and that she did some stupid ass shit. But it was a learning experience, and the learning experience is going to teach me and teach others how people are. People are not all bad. They're misguided. They're not learning because they're not listening. Jesus says, listen first. Before you say anything, listen to someone first to understand them. And then talk. I know, Lord Jesus is so great. His words resonate through everything. Because it makes sense. You listen to people first, and then you talk. But they have to listen to you too. That's why it's called a conversation. You can't have a conversation unless you're like receiving stuff. I mean, obviously you could talk to yourself. That's not a conversation. You're just talking to yourself. You're verbalating the information you already have. Then you can think of new things, you know. That's what happens. I do that a lot, you know. But when you're sitting there and you're alone, you're pondering to yourself, you're gonna feel like shit. That's why you pray. And yes, it does work. I don't know how people think it doesn't work. Because they're like, I never try it. But you do all those fucking drugs. Well, the drugs do work. No, they don't. Them drugs don't do shit for you. Pain relief doesn't mean it gets rid of it. See how it works? Lord Jesus gets rid of it. Because he's the only one that can forgive your sins. He's the only one that can actually heal you. That's the point. You're never healed. Your traumas will never go away if you can't get healed, can't be forgiven. Yes, forgiveness of sin literally heals you. You try every day to get better. That's why there's time. You know what time stands for? God gives us time to alleviate our sins so we can join back up in heaven with Him. That's the whole point of this. And people say, well, there's no proof for this of that. You have faith that drugs make you feel better. I have faith in Jesus is going to make me feel better. That Lord Jesus will. And guess what? Who's winning? I've changed dramatically. I do no drugs. I do no suppressants. I don't take Percocets. I don't smoke weed. I don't do CBD. And I have a better, healthier life than most people. And I'm listening, talking to these people, and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, I'm in pain. No, I do. I'm in pain. Well, first off, I eat more protein. I eat food because you can't recover unless you eat food. People literally live off of fucking weed. It's fucking hilarious because they smoke it all day and day long and that. And they're like, it alleviates pain. You have muscle pain, which means you need to eat more protein because muscles grow with aminos. If you work a lot, you got aching back and shit all the damn time with that because you're probably not eating enough protein. Get a protein shake. Literally, you're just not eating food because you can't grow unless you eat. You're not gonna get stronger. Like you smoke weed to alleviate pain. That pain is telling you you need to fucking eat. You need to eat protein. You need to grow. Like yeah, you can fast, but fasting's not supposed to be when you're working your ass off. Because you need food to be able to do that. So you eat. Just grab something. Grab a chicken tender or something. And just munch on it. Like, and I understand why people don't do it. Especially women. But if you eat protein, that you'll never get fat with protein. Just eat a bunch of fucking chicken and shit. Grab a scoop of fucking steak or something like that and eat it. You're not gonna, like, you're gonna feel better. Like, I'm learning that from the physique change I got. You know, like I have to know my pre-workout. Pre-workout that, I mean, it's 11:30 now. I'm probably gonna have me some carbs. If I eat me some bread, and I'm gonna eat bread first, so my stomach expands a little bit. I ate a fat ass salad last night, a whole bunch of like spinach and kale, and I had probably like 3 ounces of meat with it. Like it was like chicken. It was lunch meat chicken. I don't think they have preservatives in it in that. And then I had like a whole bunch of like bacon crumbles and shit. I had a mozzarella cheese in that. So I probably had like 30, 40 grams of protein with it, with the lettuce and that, so close to 50. It was filling. It felt great. You know, I liked it. The cheese was good. We get the mozzarella cheese and that, the emo stuff. It's actually really good. Ate it, and then I had me 2 bananas. I had me 2 slivers of pineapple, and then I had me a little, like 4 or 5 little pieces of watermelon. That's a great meal. I felt good. I woke up. I was 2.5 pounds heavier. I'm like, where the fuck did that come from? Like, why the fuck do I weigh 217? I don't feel fatter. I literally do not feel fatter. Like, my ass is always fat, but like, I always go by the gut, not by the butt. I don't feel fatter. I'm pinching myself in that. Like, I got pudge, but like, it's not a lot. So I got really long abdominals, so like my pudge, when I sit down, my pudge always collects. When I pinch my pudge when I'm standing up and that, I can like, my abs are like right, a little bit right underneath it. I'm like, where the fuck did I gain weight at? Oh, did I gain more muscle? Probably. I don't know. I've been hitting my legs really fucking hard in that. Yeah, legs are getting more detail in that. Yeah, they're getting bigger. Yeah, they are getting bigger. I can't lie about that. The calves are getting bigger too. They're popping out. Oh wow, they actually are. Holy crap. Yeah. I got a little cut in my calf. My muscle is starting to grow in my calf a little bit. I guess that's what it was. That's amazing. It's amazing. Like, oh my god, I'm actually getting bigger. It's just fun. Excitement. When you do physique changes and that, it's always fun. Something new. Woo. But yeah. KillingFloor 3. I can't wait. It's the 8th. I'm getting closer to the 24th. I don't know if they're gonna have any more live streams. I think they're gonna have. I think they might start having live streams. I think they're supposed to have another one pretty soon. I'm gonna look at it right now. I can't wait. I cannot wait till KillingFloor 3 comes out. I am super fucking psyched. Let's go. Subscription. Tripwire. Nothing yet. Yeah, they make a couple of games, yeah. Yeah, the last live stream was 5 days ago. They got another game come out called Norse Oath of Blood. They make a lot of like medieval type games and shit. You got the Stone of Madness. I have no idea. Oh yeah. They do a lot of like, I thought they just did KillingFloor now, but they did a lot of medieval shit in that. Oh yeah, they do like RPGs and shit. What the fuck? Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my. No. Angry Joe show. He's got a bunch of like pictures, like Photoshop of his face on certain celebrities and shit. I find it quite fucking hilarious. Yeah, they're shutting down Anthem. That fucking sucks. I actually do like Anthem a lot. Oh, they need to make a second one and just fix it because Anthem was fucking nice. If Anthem came out and that the second one and they actually like did all the stuff they want to do in that game would be fucking astounding. Yeah, that's a huge bitch. That's fucked up. I love listening to Arnold.
Everyone knows when you get into training that you're not going to go and become a champion from one day to the next. The question is, how can you speed up the process? The important thing is that you train the proper way, which is to train the basics. Always go all out in every set. Don't save yourself for the next set. Sometimes the body will hit a wall. One of the main things, of course, in order to create size, you got to shock the muscle and shock the muscle with different kind of training principles. Well, I think the most important thing is that you eat the right way and that you get in the amount of protein that your body needs. And there's always, of course, a debate how much protein does the body need. One thing I can tell you, there's major mistakes that are being made today in bodybuilding by not covering those basic exercises, because the day when I go into gymnasium, I don't see anymore the kids learning about the cleaning and pressing, or to do the two-arm snatch and to do the upright rowing from the floor up and all of those kind of exercises that are so important to create the traps and to create the lower back. I think that the three exercises for chest that I have always done, the first year when I started training and the last year when I was training, is bench press, incline press in different levels. So to start low, medium, and high, and then flies. I mean, to me, the flies was an exercise that gave me the full pectoral muscle development, because I went all the way out and almost hitting the ground. And I was a big believer in expanding the chest as much as possible and giving that stretch, because remember, with muscles, the important thing always is to get the stretch and to get the flex. And so to me, that going all the way out with the dumbbells as far as you can to get that stretch, and then to come in and then to have the dumbbells touch and then flex like you're doing the most muscle on top, and then going out again. Those are the kind of exercises to me that were like, you could not replace them with any machine. This was it.
Yeah.
One of the main
He's not
things,
lying.
of course, in order to create size and to create muscle growth, which will sometimes the body will hit a wall. And what that basically means is that the body is saying, look, I know all your tricks. I know you're going to start first with bench press. And then I know you're going to walk over to the chin-up bar and do chin-ups. And then I know you're coming back to the bench press. And then you go to the chin-up bar and come back to bench press. I know that routine. I know exactly everything you do. And I am prepared for that. So you have to go and use the shocking.
See, I don't really believe in that. 100%. I mean, you could change up your exercise in that, but change up your exercise in that just doing more reps. Or sometimes you'll do more like for me, for instance, I ain't no damn bodybuilder, but I'm getting bigger. You know, I consider I'm building up my body. So consider a very low bodybuilder. When I exercise in that, I exercise everything. That's how I trick my body to shock it. So if I do bench press first, and I go all out on bench press, then what happens after I do bench press? More or less likely, I do triceps. Triceps and bench press go together, you know? I do bench press and that all out. I get the muscle a little tired and that. It starts to like, yeah, it doesn't really shock it. It doesn't really feel it. And I do tricep. When I do tricep and that, I don't stick with doing heavy weights. My body doesn't like heavy weights. I mean, my weights are heavy, obviously, because I'm strong. Like, the minimum I go, like, I start off with 50 pounds. I do tricep extensions with 50 pounds. You know, I do the 50 pounds and that, and I do, you know, I go all the way up to like 25 of them. But after like 15 or 20, normally it's like after 15, I start to kind of slow it down a little bit and try to get that pain. I'm always thinking, no pain, no gain. So I think about the muscle pain, and it works. That's how you get muscle. Period. So I sit there and I keep doing it. I keep doing it. So I'm just like, okay. And I do different variations. Sometimes I lower the weight and then I just do more slower approaches. So while I lower the weight in that, I'll sit there and like I'll let it go up slow. I let my body feel that pain and then I pull back down. I tighten it up with a little bit of weight. I tighten up my muscles. I flex it and I feel more pain. As long as I'm getting that muscle pain, it feels good. See, that's what light weights do. Even Arnold speaks of the lightweight method. Like, you know, he's like, you don't need to go to such heavy weights. People do heavy weights. It doesn't always work, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes the control of the muscle is what makes it bigger. Yeah, I got tiny balls. Steroids. But he's not lying. Like, you can pick a good weight and you'll still grow muscle. And a lot of bodybuilders talk about it. A lot of them do. They're like, you can pick, like, people don't go over 50-pound curls. Arnold even said that. I never go with 50 pounds. Too much weight. I can do good at 30. Yeah. Reason why? Because your body learns how to flex. And when you can learn how to flex really well, if you can flex your whole entire muscle group, that means you can be able to control how much pressure and how much tears you get for the weights. Like if weights are too small, like 10-pound weights are too small for me at first. Because how weights work in that, kinetic energy works by pressure. So the more energy you put into that muscle and you flex and you move it in that, eventually it's going to tear. So if I flex right now, I'm doing like fake curls, like air curls, and I flex enough and really put a lot of fucking energy into it, and I'm trying my hardest to fucking break it down, I'll get a pump and I will break down that muscle because I'm putting a lot of energy to it. What weights do is it puts more energy. You have to use more energy to lift it. Just like, for instance, I'll just show it right here. If I take 10 pounds, this is what people don't understand about weightlifting. 10 pounds. It's light. I can literally like pick it up. It's light. If I curl it normal without really flexing, I'll get a little bit of tension. But if I like flex with it, that tension goes up tenfold. It's not that the weight's heavy. It's that I'm putting more tension on my muscle because I'm flexing it too. I'm putting more energy in the nervous system to tighten up the muscle group. That is what can break down muscles. Now weight does help, but that's what a lot of people don't understand. When you lift weights, there is a actual routine. It's an actual learning curve to lifting weights. That's why people do body exercises that do a lot of push-ups and shit. Their chest always gets bigger. And they always get stronger too. Because they constantly are doing push-ups. So when I see guys at the gym and that, and like they lift heavy ass weights, and this one guy I talked to him, he likes hammer curling heavy weights. He'll hammer curl like 45 to 50 pounds, and I look at him in that, and he can lift it, But I look at him, he's like, well, I only do like 5 reps. What the fuck does that even do? See, when the weight gets too heavy and you're not having that control for that muscle you're trying to use, because we'll do curls with it. And I'm just like, but you're not really controlling that muscle that well. And the thing is, you're not doing enough sets or reps to get to that point. And you're not going to get stronger either. You're going to stay at that weight. You're not going to be able to do more. And that's what happened with him. He's trying to go up to more and more weights. And I'm like, dude, number one, you look funky in that because you're not fucking working out everything. Your biceps are overly developed and your triceps are not matching your biceps. And you're not doing enough shoulders to match triceps and biceps. You're not doing enough chest to match your shoulders and biceps and that. You're not doing enough back to match anything in that because your back has to be bigger. You talk about your trapezies, you know? Like my trapezies are getting fucking thicker and that. I can tell that I got trapezies now. So I work out my back so damn much. My back is like a big ass fucking bulge in it. It's got a lot of muscle in it. Because I always do back first. And also my chest is getting a little bit bigger than that. You know, because I'm starting to do more chest. I got more beat in my chest now. It's just like, dude, how long have you been working out for? You know, and I was like, well, I've been working out for multiple years now. You must not be doing that good of a job working out for multiple years now, and you haven't figured out that you're not doing good. Okay, you work out like shit, and you have shit results. Arnold says it best. You gotta work out with people nuts, and they work out like shit, and they look like shit. That's exactly what it is. You can tell by your exercises. When I see some of the bigger guys coming that have like really proportionate bodies, because they work out their whole entire body. They don't just work out one muscle group more than the other in that because they honestly think that's how it works. Well, it's because you're not putting a lot of effort into it. That's the reason why. Like, you gotta put more effort into it. I see guys with small backs, and like, I see them with small backs. Like, why the fuck is your back so small, but you got big fucking arms? And then it starts to click. They don't know how to tighten up their back. When I do back exercises, I know we do about 100 to 120 pounds. And, you know, of course, that's on the pull. You know, I do the wire pulls and that, you know. I got the the dual fucking handle thing I put my hands on. The grips are fucking made out of, like, pokey ass steel and that. Like, tears my hands up a little bit. And so, I do my back with it. And I do my back. I only do up to, like, 120 pounds. But I do a lot of reps. And I do a lot of sets. I drop my weight a lot so I can get that muscle burn in. And guess what? Muscles are getting bigger. I'm getting used to using them. So they're eventually going to get stronger. I don't use my biceps anymore. I use all back almost. The only bicep and forearms I use in that is just to grip the fucking damn handle. And sometimes I don't grip the handle hard. Sometimes I grip it lightly just to have it on my hands. And then I do the back pulls. You know, I see people put straps on that. Like one of the guys at the gym and that, he has these Versa straps and that. And he doesn't do the pull downs like I do from doing lats and that. I do wide, you know. I go up to about 120 pounds sometimes, and I can do up to about 15. You know, 10 really good reps, and then the last 5, they're not as good, but they still work. And I sit there, I watch this guy do it. He has the straps and that. I've seen him doing that. You know, he puts the straps, he goes up to like 160 pounds. And he starts doing like really good, he does really good form in that. But he used these Versa strips. And I'm like, I'm sorry to say, bro, like most people don't use fucking straps. Like, straps defeat the purpose of strength. I understand people say, oh, they use it in that. You know what I do? You know why? Because I see kids, I just fucking tore my ass up again. I see kids And I saw it right in front of me. This kid literally grabbed 70 pounds. He versus stripped it on his arm. He's just like wiggling it around, like his legs couldn't handle the weight, little less his arms. He went up to the fucking bench thing. He tried to do back with it. He couldn't even fucking like do anything. He put all of his strength into it. He did like 2 sets. And then he dropped the fucking weight because it was too fucking heavy for him. And he was like, I'm strong. I'm like, what the fuck? You got a big motherfucking dude next to you, me, that would never go. I mean, I could do 70 pounds. I actually do 70 pounds pretty fucking easily with backups now. I normally do 50s, but I used to do a lot of reps. I'll do 10 to 15. I see this little ass kid that do that shit now. I'm looking at like, you got all this information, got all these bodybuilders talking about lifting weights and shit, and you still lift weights like a fucking idiot. I'm strong. No, you're a 110-pound fucking kid wobbling around 140 fucking pounds, basically. I think it was 60 pounds. You have 120 pounds worth of weight on you. You are going to fuck yourself up, boy. Because that's what happened to me. I took 50 pounds, I threw it up above me like a fucking idiot, and I fucked my front trapezius up, and my shoulder, my front fucking chest up. It was like 6 years ago now. I fucked my shit up. So now I learn that was stupid. Okay. Stomach's activated. I gotta go eat. I'll be right back. Gotta take a dump.